Well, hey guys, welcome to Thanksgiving 2020.
What a year.
You know, it'd be so easy to write off this year as a out of control dumpster fire. But, you know, if you take it apart and look at it close up, at least for us and many of the people we know, it's not been that bad of a year, because anytime that you've got a roof over your head, food in your belly, and your health, everything else is gravy.
Well, it has been a rough year
For a lot of
of folks, but life is like that too. You know, if you want to focus on everything that's going wrong, you can live a life of despair.
Yep.
Die, everybody die.
Or you can look for what's going right.
Yep.
And appreciate that and be grateful and a lot of things have been going right. In fact, it's kind of interesting, the changes we've made this past year. Some have been kind of unintended positives.
Mm-hmm. But we know that we've had to make some changes in our travel plans and the way we do things. But it's for us, it's just been an inconvenience. The several trips we did the meetup in July 4th, which turned out phenomenal.
Yeah. And maybe we appreciated it more because we had been limited in the social interaction we could have this year.
The mere fact that anybody at all watches our little home movies that we put on YouTube is just flattering beyond words. Because originally I did it to satisfy me, but and the interaction in the comments.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're so grateful for our community. We've been inspired by so many of you.
Yeah.
And you've tugged at our heartstrings. We've enjoyed meeting you. Those of you who we've had the chance to meet in person.
Yeah.
And we're grateful for all of that. It really has been a bright spot in this year. You know, we have a new appreciation for so many things. Toilet paper.
Yeah.
You know, restaurant dining.
Yes. And
each other, really.
Yeah. You know, we learned how to improvise a few things, even though our travel strategy is to eat as much outside of restaurants as we possibly can. And I know that to many of you who travel a lot on motorcycles and spiders, you may look at us and go, what a bunch of lightweights. Well, maybe we are. You know, I like the idea that if I see approaching weather, that I have the option to zip into a restaurant and wait it out. And for the most part, the most common restaurant are the fast food restaurants. In our region, all the dining rooms appear to be closed, so you don't have that option available. So you've got to figure out another way. We spent some time under the overhang of a convenience store / gas station to avoid a rainstorm, but on the way to the Smoky Mountains. But you know, you just improvise.
Yep, adapt and overcome.
Mm-hmm.
To me, one of the unintended positives of this year is that we've made more of an effort to connect with people. You know, it's a little more challenging, but it's worth it to take the time to set up that Zoom call or whatever platform you use.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yes.
And so that's been a good thing.
Yep. What else?
A lot to be grateful for. And that's what this holiday is about, and that's what I love about it. I really love Thanksgiving more than Christmas because there's no pressure.
There's no stress of gift giving. It's just the food and the family.
Just
gather
gather and enjoy a nice meal.
Yeah.
Spend time.
Yes.
Yeah. It's gonna be a little different this year, a little smaller, quieter, but and we're gonna do it in a different venue, just in a more of an open air environment, which makes everyone feel more comfortable, safer.
Which means it's going to snow.
It might. We'll be wearing our woolies, but we're going to gather, and I hope you have a chance to gather and to be with those you love or connect with them in some way. I hope that you have a wonderful Thanksgiving and that you feel grateful.
Absolutely. And it's so easy to look at 2020 and refer to it as an out of control dumpster fire, but much of life is really what you make of it. I have been studying more on the philosophy of Stoicism. It's not a religion, it's an operating system for life. And one of the many sayings is the obstacle is the way, where if you find a barrier to where you want to go, that's the way you should go. And also that remember that we're all human, we're all mortal, we're going to die. So take every day and live that life that day. There's still so much opportunity out there for people. It's actually scary. All you got to do is look around and open your eyes to the opportunities out there. Even during the period of COVID, I'm a big fan of history, especially the space program. And I remember what John Glenn said, the astronaut from the Mercury program, in his early days when he did one of the first news interviews with the rest of those guys. And he was sitting there thinking about being picked to go into space. And he said he believes, and I subscribe to this also, that each of us were given a certain 50-50 proposition by life, that we are all given certain talents and abilities. And if we use those talents and abilities the best we can, a power greater than all of us will place the opportunities in our path. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here today only because of that type of philosophy and that get up and go and just go do it. If you follow the channel, you will see my history back in 2004, 2005. I've created a whole different world because just a desire and a dedication to do it. And I firmly believe that as long as you've got overall health and mental acuitiveness, and you don't have family health issues, you can pretty much carve out any existence you want to if you just do it. And so it's just
Stay the course.
That is something that I am so grateful for, that I have figured that out. It took me 63 years, but I figured it out. So right now, life is sweet. Tomorrow, things may change, but for now, life is good, and I am eternally grateful for that.
Well, grateful for each other too.
Yeah. And she puts up with me. And another thing, I'm amazed. She has yet to smother me to death with my own pillow in the middle of the night. And for every morning I wake up, because, well, another night she hasn't killed me again. So, what's on tap for next year, you might ask? Dare we ask? Well, we do have a couple of...
always something in the
Always something. Got a couple of big trips next year. We're kind of still organizing and fleshing out. Don't want to premature announce them, but we're working on them and we're moving in that direction, because I'm also a firm believer that if you ever want to hear God laugh, tell him about your plans. So, we know which way we want to go, but Providence may have a different plan for us.
Yeah, sometimes plan B is better anyways.
You never know.
Yeah. All right. Well, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We're grateful for you, our community, and hope that you have a very enjoyable holiday.
Take care.
Y'all take care.
Bye-bye.
These wires.
We are wired for sound. How do we start?
Reflections of the year.
My hair good? Makeup.
But I just want to say some more about how
What she said.
in the traditional ways it didn't come out as well as it did the first time.
You can say it again. So, what's on tap for next year, you might ask? Let's take that again. So, what's on tap for next year, you might ask?
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up.
If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Feel free to leave a comment below.